guys? This is Brandy with Happy, Hippie, and Free. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I wanted to kind of put a minimalism video out there. I know my channel has been directed in another type of way, but I thought I would go ahead and give some suggestions as to think about these things if you're just now starting or if you've started with the minimalism process. It's just kind of like friendly reminders as far as what I've had to tell myself. So hopefully these things work for you, or you haven't heard them before. If you have anything that you'd like to add, please put them down below. I know I don't think of everything here for every single person, so let's get started. The first one is, you need to be a gatekeeper of your home. And that is something that you have to basically train your brain to get into a new process of. A lot of people, including myself, mindlessly brought things into their house without even thinking about it. Before you hit that door and bring in items, make sure that it's going to be something that is going to bring you joy or be helpful to your life. There's my dog. Sorry about that. Number 2, don't stress yourself out. This is not a marathon. We are not trying to race against one another. We are on the same team. Do not stress yourself out about being like perfect or having the perfect house or being the perfect minimalist. There's no such thing. And I know early on, whenever I was starting this journey, I felt like I had to be a perfect type of like fit into this box. That is not the case. And if you keep stressing yourself out about that, then you're probably going to hit a roadblock and get discouraged. The second one is, whenever you're shopping, I know this might sound silly, look silly, or whatever, but it's important to come up with a list of questions to ask yourself before making a purchase. I personally have some in my phone that, yes, you can go through before you go to the checkout aisle. Read these questions, and if they don't follow all the criteria, then that probably means that you unintentionally put something in your cart that you didn't need. Like I said, this is a habit that you have to get into. It's not easy. The next one is list items of like needs and wants. If you keep the necessary items like closest to the forefront of things that you reach for, and there's other things that are constantly in the back, those are things that are probably more wants versus the stuff in the front is the needs. Just kind of keep a mental picture of that and see what's left after 2 or 3 months. See what those items are that have found their way to the back. The next thing is to take a walk. Like, close your eyes, take a walk through your normal life, or the life that you want to grow towards. Something that you're seriously wanting to grow towards. Picture it and see what the necessary things are that you're going to use in your day-to-day life. What are things that you want to change? Are there things that you want to work towards obtaining or replace some of the things? You can get by without having to have a new shiny thing. It's if it works, then like, why purchase something? I know that the older things that I've had always worked better than the newer things that I've always tried to replace them with. So with that being said, is this something that you've decided to keep? Is it pushing you in the positive direction of where you see that lifestyle, of where you want to be? The thing I would offer is to have an accountability partner. This is someone who will help you stay on track on those days that you get discouraged. You know, it's good to kind of zone in and just connect every once in a while, and make some goals to hit, like each one of you guys, and try to reach those, and just stay committed and hold each other accountable. If you don't have one, I will be your accountability partner. Don't set yourself up for failure. Don't put too much on your plate. Don't try to rush yourself through the process just to get to a certain point. The next thing is to avoid triggers. There's things that trigger people. For one person, it may be those emails that they get in their inbox that has a link to their favorite store and it's showing like 50% off. You click the link, then you see something that you know, that was creepy. You see something on the website that is a need, like you're out of shampoo, you need the shampoo, so you put that in your cart. But instead of just knowingly like cutting it off there, you decide to go browse a little bit more, and before you know it, you have 5 other items in your cart and you're checking out and your pockets are empty. That is not a trigger for everyone, but it could be for you. You know the triggers. You know what allows you to impulse buy. Just avoid those triggers or find a way around them if you can. You want to have a comfortable lifestyle. So what is it, out of all the things that you have, what are those things that provide comfort to you? What are those safety blankets, I guess you could say? Those things that you rely on day to day that allow you to live your life as comfortably as possible. And this one's tough. This is a balance. Do you have enough or do you have too much? That's a constant struggle, especially if you go through the minimalism process at least once and then you start back over. You start finding things that you miss, that you got rid of, or you're finding things that you're wondering why you kept it. Just kind of keep in mind, is this enough, or do I have excessive stuff that I don't need, that I don't use, and I'm just hanging on to it because of something in my head that I told myself? This is the most important one. You have to be ready to go. And this would be advice that I would give to anybody trying anything or setting a new goal and trying to get there. You have to be physically and mentally ready to go. You know, if you're not motivated and you haven't made up your mind that you're going to do this for you, not for anybody else, but you have made the decision that this is what you're going to do, you're going to stay committed to it, and you've told yourself this, and you're ready. You're ready mentally, and you're ready physically to put in the work to obtain these goals. The next one is all of the things that you're keeping. Think of the maintenance that you're going to have. Let's say you have a razor that, like those disposable razors. You can keep throwing those away, or you can get one razor that has disposable blades. It's just the maintenance. Like, how much is it going to cost to maintain it? Is it going to be worth my time to maintain this item that I decided that I want to keep? The next one is, and I think I've said this kind of in a different way, but don't stress yourself out. Take things one at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself. If you're just starting out in this journey, just start with a little drawer or, you know, your sock basket. If the socks don't have a match, you can get rid of those. It's just a stepping foot in the right direction. And like I said, this is not a marathon. It's not a race. You're just trying to be the better version of yourself. And in order to make your life easier, it's better to get rid of those things that stand in your way and cause more time to focus on when you'd rather be focusing on something else.